Hey, this is Gray Fox.
And I'm Vixen.
And welcome to Battlbox Mission
33, Self-Reliance Box.
Self-Reliance Box. So, little warning, it's my birthday and I have been drinking a lot. So we went to this place called what? Crate and Barrel?
Oak and Stone.
Close enough. And they have like a wall of beers and it was fantastic. So stay tuned. Mission 33. Welcome back. Mission 33.
Mission 33. So we're getting right into it. It's a self-reliance box, which is so very cool. It almost feels like it's back to the regular roots of Battlebox, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
So in the basic box, the $24.99 cost, which they're telling us is a $54.94 value. We have the Speedy Stitcher Sewing All Kit. $19.99.
The Speedy Stitcher Sewing All Kit. So, it's an awl. Alright, so it comes with this, a bunch of extra wax string. And then you have an awl, which is pretty cool. And then when you screw off the top, that's where your needles are and whatnot to punch through. So these are great for anything really. You can punch through leather, tarps, jean material, you know, denim.
Yeah.
You know, anything like that. And you can start, you know, sewing lines into it to, you know, hold things together, of course, which is why you would use it. But you can make sheaths with it. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. So, really cool addition.
Yeah, that is really cool.
You know.
So, truth, I don't know how to sew. I really don't. But I really, really want to play with that thing.
Yeah, and see the bobbin is on the bottom. Oh. So
we did mention he's been drinking, right?
I broke that shit already. Took me like 2 seconds. No,
it's fixable.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to it. But the bobbin is inside the bottom. This one's actually pre-threaded. I've never seen them pre-threaded like that. But anyways, cool. Very cool. I like it. I dig it. So 20 bucks?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really,
you know what's funny is I found one of these when I was a kid. I think my dad had one, but I had no idea what the hell it did. Oh. I kept looking at it like, is it a screwdriver? Is it a, you know, what the hell is this thing? Yeah. I had no idea what it was, but this is absolutely what it was. Okay, so pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to play with that.
Yeah.
So next up we have a little knife. We have the Opinel number 6 carbon steel knife, which is from France.
Oh, oui, oui.
Oui.
Oui. I usually am not a big fan of things that come from France.
Well, French fries.
I call them freedom fries.
French bread.
All right, I like French bread.
French toast.
Okay, I like French toast. And croissants. I love the freaking croissants.
I like croissants.
So, anyways, it's just a really light knife that actually has a locking collar, so you can lock the knife closed, or you can open it up, open the knife, and then lock it open. I know some people said theirs weren't very sharp. This thing is sharp as hell. This thing is razor sharp. Wow. Very sharp. So these are really cool for fine detail carving and things like that. And these have been around forever, a super long time. And they make these in all sorts of different lengths. This is, what, like a 3-inch blade maybe? Does it say? No?
No, it doesn't say. At least not on the front, it doesn't say.
Doesn't matter. But anyway, so yeah, super sharp. Nice for carving, doing things like that. It's got a unique locking design. See how the collar turns?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different. But yeah, cool little knife.
So when I was in high school, I took a lot of art classes, and I remember getting something similar to use when we were sculpting little clay things to draw.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Class.
Yeah.
And I remember having different types of knives that were pretty similar to that for that particular purpose.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, with the wood handles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to play around with that too.
Yeah, no, very cool. I like it. And it's just, there's nothing to it. It's just super light.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right.
Yep, and I remember seeing these when I was a kid, so I know they've been around for a super long time.
Okay.
Next.
So next up we have Marbles Pocket Puck Knife and Tool Sharpener.
Puck sharpener. What the puck? So this is a puck sharpener. Hang on real quick. Unlock. Open. Lock.
Well, clearly that is plenty sharp. If you open that, that's no problem.
Yep, alright. So, a puck sharpener. Let me close this back up real quick. I'm pretty lit, so hopefully I don't take a finger off in the filming of this video. But anyways, puck sharpener. So you have a coarse side and a fine side. So typically you use like a honing oil or spit or water or whatever when you're using one of these to make it slightly less aggressive and give it some slickness, some what am I trying to say? Some lubrication.
Everybody likes lubrication.
Everybody. But anyway, so the darker side is the coarse side, the lighter side is the finer side. One thing I've seen a lot of people do kind of goofy. So let me grab this longer knife. So you guys know what this is. This is the Sniper Blade Works chopper. So, and if you're sharpening something like this, or even anything longer, like say a machete or something like that.
Okay.
So when you sharpen these, now mind you, normally you'd use lubrication. I'm going to completely change this edge on this knife, so it doesn't really matter. But you draw it all the way down, like so. But the problem is, if you're right-handed, doing the left side is a pain in the ass, and putting the puck in your left hand is kind of a pain in the ass too. So what I recommend is you take the knife and you turn it around, like so, and you grab the puck, and you draw it towards you. That way you get the same angle of pull as you do on the other side. So that way when you're on this side, you push. When you're on this side, you pull. And that'll give you a nice consistent edge all the way through. So yeah.
I don't recommend it.
No, probably not right now. But anyways, so yeah, so these are great for using for sharpening whatever you need, especially on the woods. Now, if I'm at home, of course, I'm going to use my work sharp.
Yeah.
Because that's what I use. But if I was out, if I brought this out in the woods with me to just touch up or do whatever, I could even fix a pretty good nick with the core side of this. This would be great. Cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and that's a $9 value.
$9? That's a bargain.
Okay. So next up we have the Ready Man Tinder Scraper at $12.95.
Ready Man Tinder Scraper. Stand by. Here we go. Tinder Scraper. So,
a little cheese grater thing.
Yeah, a little cheese grater thing with a little saw edge on the side. So, do you mind going and grabbing that Smith's? It's the 4th drawer over on the top, and the red boxes. So anyways, so it's fairly thin metal, and it would be, no, to your left on the top, yellow. There you go. So this basically will grind wood shavings off, so you can put them into a pile, I guess. And it has little holes in it, so you could strap it to a branch or something. It's very similar to, this is a Smith's version of the same thing, except for it comes in a little box, and it has like a fire starter with it and stuff like that. And you can actually hold all the shavings within the Smith's versus them kind of going all over the place with this. So would this work? Absolutely it would work to make some shavings. But if you have a choice between this and the Smith's, I would definitely take the Smith's all day long. The nice thing about this is it'll fit in maybe a wallet or a smaller slot, and it doesn't take up any space. But in reality, this doesn't take up a whole lot of space either, and the weight ratio is negligible. This also has a fire starter inside of it. So I like this better than this, but I could see them both working. You would definitely want to put this on something, like strap it to something, because trying to hold it with a sharp edge on this side while you're grinding, you're gonna probably mess your fingers up. But anyways, it's hunky-dory. It's groovy. It's okay.
All right, so that's everything that was in the basic box.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely use it for some sharp cheddar or some Asiago, or maybe some like old aged brie. Ooh. All right.
We did just come from dinner.
Hey man, it's cheese. I'm from Wisconsin. What are you gonna do?
All right. Next up, we have the advanced box, the $49.99 cost. They're telling us it's a value of $96.61. So, what's in the advanced box?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I'm about to. In the advanced box, we have the Condor Kephart Blade Blank. It's 1075 hard carbon steel from El Salvador.
So my pins were separate in the box.
Oh, and also the walnut blocks and pins for the Kephart.
Yep. So for some reason they like threw my pins in separate, or they fell out. So I got two brass pins here.
Oh, I'm guessing they fell out because there's little holes right there.
I think they were supposed to go here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then there's two wood blocks, and then there's a blank. And here's the blank. And then I'll show in a different video once I finish it. I've got so many things to work on, but I'll whip this thing out in a hurry just so you guys can see it. But anyways, it's a nice little knife. Yeah, a lot of people were saying theirs weren't sharp. Mine's definitely sharp. But it has a grinder edge on it versus a finished edge. But nothing that I couldn't fix super fast. But I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. And I don't know, somebody may have hinted at Blade Show that we should include the blocks and the pins when they get this blank.
This guy.
I don't know who that was, but
this guy.
I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. But the point is that this is a pretty cool kit, and I'll definitely gonna be using it to put it together. So very cool.
You like that? You like making those knife kits?
I like making knives in general.
I know, but you really do like those knife kits.
Double tap. Booyah. I have been drinking. What do you got?
So that was $18.69 for the steel, the blade blank, and then another $7.99 for the walnut blocks and pins, and then DF4 deadfall trap.
Yeah. DF4.
Oh yeah.
So I was pretty excited about this. This is what really kind of brings me back to the roots of Battlbox right here. So it comes with some wires to tie off to, say, to trip the trap or whatever you might need it for. And then this is the deadfall itself. Comes with instructions, but like an idiot, I'm just gonna try to figure this out real quick without them. guessing this goes
And lots
this
of alcohol.
way. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Okay. So yeah, so essentially your figure 4 deadfall trap. So you can make these out of branches and stuff like that, but oh my god, is this so much easier. So your food goes here, your heavy block goes there, and then once something bites this, it lets it go, it falls down, the block goes boom, and squash, or trap, and then you got food. So this is so much easier than trying to whittle them out of wood and set them up and everything else. This just makes life a lot better, a lot more convenient for a deadfall trap.
And so, what would you squish with that? Like squirrel, rabbit?
Squirrels, rabbits, yeah. Small aliens, whatever, you know. Whatever you gotta squish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't work so well on alligator.
I don't recommend for alligator, unless you make a much larger figure 4 and put like a huge brick on top, like maybe the size of a 8 by 4 foot wall. But other than that,
Not even a small alligator.
well, baby alligator maybe. So when Vixen is out trapping baby alligators, she uses the figure 4.
I don't actually do that. Although gator bites are pretty good.
Those are made from gator tail. And yeah, but
We just
anyways.
maybe get the tail of the alligator.
It's not like they shed them like geckos, like, oh, I'll just let loose my tail and go free. But, and you haven't been drinking at all, so what's wrong with you? Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. Alright. End scene.
Anyway, so moving on to the Pro Box,
Yeah.
the $99.99 cost. That's $100 cost.
Yeah.
The value they're saying is $156.56.
Yeah.
There's only one item in that,
Uh-huh.
and that is the Zombie Tinder Bushcrafter knife, or I'm sorry, fire kit.
So, wow, this is heavier than I expected. Feel it?
Oh yeah.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. So we've gotten Zombie Tinder stuff before, and we really liked it.
We've been happy with it.
Yeah.
They're jelly gin cotton tin, I think, and stuff like that. And they had a striker and flint. That was pretty cool. And we've gotten other stuff from them.
Right.
So this includes a Ferro Strike rod, 2 dry climate tinders, 6 feet jute twine, 8 ounce hinge tin, 1 ounce jelly cotton char, and 6 feet of 550 cord, and a flint. So jute twine, which is fantastic for everything. I recommend going to like the dollar store or Harbor Freight if you have one, and just picking up a huge roll of this stuff, because this stuff is probably one of the most underrated survival supplies you can get. It works for tying up tarps, it works for tying trip lines, noise lines, whatever you got to do, alarm lines.
Right. And the fact
And it
that
works for
it's
starting
so
fires.
inexpensive.
Yeah, it costs like $1 for a huge roll, so that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I want to put all this stuff back in. Let's see, and this is jellied cotton, which you can actually make yourself with just some Vaseline and cotton balls, and then just put it in a Ziploc bag or a straw or whatever. It's pretty cool. 550 cord. Some flint. A couple of little black things that I don't know what they're for. This is char cloth. This is super socket. So this can be used for bow drill, or I think you could probably use this with your flint. It looks like it's got 2 holes, slot holes, so you can put it right on your belt, so you always have it with you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Homie don't bow drill. I did it when I was a kid, and once when I was in my mid-20s. Homie don't do that anymore. if I was dying and I had to figure it out, yeah, I'd probably try it and see if I could figure it out. But other than that, it's unnecessary. I would rather do flint and steel, you know, than I would try to do a bow drill. It's unnecessary for me. But it's still cool to have. I have a bunch of knives that have bow drill divots in them.
Well, maybe like if you're on Survivor and your team wasn't the one that won the flint and steel thing.
Homie ain't doing Survivor no more.
Okay, I guess we're not doing Survivor.
No, And this is one of those crazy, I forget, monster eyeball or whatever. So I think that's what they call these.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. They have just some goofy shit. But anyways, this has got like a fire wick on it, so you can light it with a lighter, or you can cut it open and hit it with a striker or whatever. And then, like I said, I don't know what these two black things are for. I'm guessing maybe to put on paracord to snap together to maybe make a bracelet. I'm not sure. And then, all right, so then this is the, what do they call it, Ferro Strike?
Yes, that's the Ferro Strike V3 Magnesium.
It says magnesium on it.
Mag.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing is magnesium.
Yeah. So this is magnesium on the bottom, which you can scrape some of that off, which it burns super, super hot. You can pull this through. Then you have your striker edges,
and then
which there's 4 really sharp striker edges.
Ferro Strike V4 SS, I'm guessing is stainless steel?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We got sparks.
Yay! Yay! I like this, man. I like that it all fits in one kind of cool kit. Mm-hmm. You just pull that through, I believe. Whoops. Mind you, Vixen's been drinking. So.
No, I haven't.
No, I have.
He has.
But anyway, so that holds it nice and tight in the kit. You can just put it around your neck or attach it to your belt. This is actually one of the coolest fire starters, you know, ferro rod sets that I think I've ever seen. Isn't that cool how it all goes together and it kind of creates like a necklace, and you have it all in one spot that you can just put it on your belt or whatever?
Yep. I love it.
That's really awesome. Mm-hmm. So this makes that whole kit for me. Just the inventiveness of this unit.
Yep. And a nice little tin.
Yeah, having it all in a tin is pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Hopefully it packs up just as easily as it unpacks.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Let's see, if I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it. I got some cordage, some other stuff, a nice piece of flint. This crazy thing.
You can do it.
This eyeball of doom. Some black char cloth. Oh. And they give you this awesome huge rubber band.
Or a hair tie for me.
Oh my god, you wouldn't want to put this rubber.
Oh no.
Yeah, it'll rip the shit out of your hair.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't recommend that.
Anyways, yeah. So, really cool kit. You know, originally I was like, how much is this? Like 40 bucks or so? 60 bucks?
$59.95.
Yeah, $60. I was like, that's kind of a lot for what it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got some Titan survival cord in there, which has got the fire wick in it. We know Titan very well. They're great people.
Yes.
And the rest of the stuff, I don't know. For me, I would pay a ridiculous amount of money for that fire starter just because it's cool.
Well, I mean, maybe not a ridiculous amount, but I do
half of it, I'd probably pay $30 for it.
Yeah.
Just because it's unique and cool and different, you know.
I do see the value in it. The $60 for the whole kit. I mean, you know, like Gray Fox was saying, we would pay $30 for that
starter, and then $30 for the rest. I think that's a pretty good deal, actually. Yeah. So yeah, no, I dig it. I would buy this kit for sure.
Okay, cool.
Very cool.
All right, so that brings us to Pro Plus. The Knife of the Month Club.
The Knife of the Month Club.
Knife of the Month Club.
Awesome.
We're still working on that whole jingle thing.
Yeah, I'm a little jingled out right now. I've been singing jingles all day. I just don't have anything left. What do you got?
For $149.99, you get all of that stuff plus the knife. The value they're saying is $261.56. And that knife is Condor Primitive Bush Knife by Matt Graham, made in El Salvador. It's a $105 value.
So I've actually wanted this knife for a long time. I know a lot of people are a little tripped out that it doesn't have a belt loop on the sheath. It actually just has this tuck flap. So this goes between your belt and your pants here, and it just kind of goes within this flap. But anyways, so I don't care. I think it's kind of cool the way it is. It's just an old primitive looking sheath. And
I really like that sheath.
Yeah, it is a primitive bush tool, right?
Yeah.
So the knife itself, I've actually wanted this knife for a very long time. This hole here is the eye of the condor. In case people were wondering why they put that hole there. You can do a lot of different things with that socket, I guess, but in reality it's just a design choice more than anything else, right? It's not anything super functional. I guess it could be a blood drain hole, or it could be used to tie something off or do whatever, but in reality it's the eye of the condor is what it is.
I think it's really kind of cool knowing that now. You kind of almost see the bird.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is a Matt Graham design. It's actually a lot lighter than I expected. Like I said, I've been looking at this knife for probably 4 years and been interested in it. So I know a lot about this knife. And it's really, really quite cool that I actually have it now. It's actually a lot lighter than you would expect it to be for the sheer size of it. You know. But I've seen people beat the hell out of these things. The only thing I've ever seen people break is the tip. But that's because they're being stupid, you know. The one thing I can say is apparently they had to mass produce a shitload of these in order to get them in a Battlbox. So there's some finish issues with the knife. So they didn't properly finish the handle on the knife. It just the stain is done really sloppily. You see what I'm talking about?
I do see what you're talking about, but I think it kind of adds to that whole primitive kind of thing.
Maybe a little bit, but that's not how it's supposed to be. It's just kind of a missed thing. Okay. And the edge, see how the edge is really rough ground?
Yes.
And the problem with having, I think this is 440 steel, 420 HC actually, right? Stainless steel, 420 HC. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But the problem with having all these divots in here like this, or this rough edge, is that water and stuff and gook and stuff can sit within these little ribs, these micro ribs in here. So I'd clean up that edge a little bit. But again, I think this knife is badass. I really like it. I like the weight of it, how it's a little bit lighter. I'm not afraid to strike on it. Like I said, there's a few little finish issues. The way they finished the back and the way they finished the edge is a little rough in comparison to ones that I've seen that are actually finished properly. And the stain on the handles is just, looks like it was just a little kind of weak how they did it. But it's something that's easily fixed. I can easily just sand and restain these handles whatever color I want. I can easily clean this edge up, you know, and this other edge. But overall, I think that this is a really, really cool, really useful design. I like the shape of it. I like that it's unique. I like that it's got a really cool tip for drilling, how they did almost a dual edge at the tip. I think Matt Graham did a fantastic job in designing this knife. I like that they put holes all the way through so you can run lanyards through, you know, on the handles. So yeah, very, very cool. And honestly, I know some people aren't super happy with the sheath.
I like it.
But I think the sheath just really sets it off. I think it's really cool. It's very secure and very just old, antique-y, just cool looking. with a cool Condor logo, you know, and the cool stitching on the back. See that?
Yeah.
And the cool stitching down the front. I really dig it. So overall, my take on this box, because that was the last item, right?
Yes, that was the last item.
So overall, my take on this box is that it's solid.
Yeah.
Now, a total value of this box, I think, was what?
The total value is $261.56.
Which is on the lower side of values that Battlebox has had historically,
Yes.
right? But all in all, I think the value is way there.
Yeah.
The only things that I probably wouldn't use just because I have other things, maybe the puck because I have other sharpeners that I would bring with me, and that Ready Man Tinder Scraper because
we like the Smith's
I like the Smith's one a lot better. But other than that, even if you take those out, the box is super solid, right?
Right.
I really love the knife. I like the whole fire kit. I think is really cool, especially that that ferro rod scraper kit.
Yeah.
That thing is freaking awesome. Just super awesome. Yeah. So very, very cool. I like the knife kit. The open L is very cool. That stitching awl is really neat. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I think it's a solid, good box, and it's really a return to the roots of Battlebox. Right. All the things that I kind of really liked about Battlebox when I first started getting it, you know, just kind of the new products, the things you wouldn't think of and whatnot. Not to mention a knife I've kind of wanted for many years that I couldn't bring myself to buy that I now own.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So even though there's just a small few finish issues on it, stuff that will take me 15 minutes to fix.
Yeah, and you've done that with other stuff anyway.
I do it with almost every knife I ever get, as you know. So it's just, you know, I got to make it my own and what I like and what I don't like, and I got to change the edges and do whatever I want. But, you know, there's very few that I haven't done that to, I should say.
Right.
But anyways, other than that, I think that pretty much covers it for the Battlebox.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of videos upcoming. I have a bunch of sharpening videos, some axe updates, some other things that we're doing.
We're so behind.
We have a bunch of stuff to ship out. We're finally back to normal now, though, so we can actually start to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think we're good, yeah?
Yeah.
So, like, share, subscribe. Tell us what you think. Love you guys. Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Peace.
See ya.
Stay foxy.
Stay foxy.